Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. It's already full moon again, and here in Thailand we have now the so-called Khao Phan Sa, which is the beginning of the rainy season. But we have already floods now. We have rain since 2 months already. So you can see already here that we have a very crazy year this time, and you know that what is happening in the moment is not what it seems to be. In the background or underground behind the official scene, there is so much happening that we cannot see. And we have moved into a very, very powerful transformation in the moment. And it is also very clearly visible in the Schuhman resonance. And the few days ago that we had this absolutely crazy sonogram that shows that that is not natural weather. So what we have to do in the moment, and this is not about astrology or anything, this is just an advice for you. Be careful in the moment. Make sure that you purify your water. Buy ozone thing to ozonize your water so you have clear water, because most of the water you buy is not clean. And you drink all kind of stuff that you really don't want, or buy a little I have a little machine that makes distilled water. That's fine too. And if you want to have a little bit of minerals inside, put a little pinch of Himalaya salt in it, and especially drink lots of water now so that the poison that is coming down on us can leave the body. Most people have extreme symptoms, and one thing that also I heard, and the French has told me about, those people who are vaccinated, especially more than once, now the symptoms are coming up. And just another lady that I know diagnosed with cancer, this is that kind of turbo cancer that is suddenly here and already in stage 3 or 4. So a lot of souls have decided now to leave the planet, and please don't try to save them. Don't try to pity them or whatever, because they have chosen on the soul level to leave, because that is their chance to wake up faster. The process of dying is actually a process of initiation. And we have been told, because afterwards is nothing, or you go to hell or whatever, we are all not good enough to go to heaven anyway. So let that all go. Go and connect within yourself to that divine core within you, something that is within you since birth, that is giving your life. It is like a little sun that you have inside, and you don't need to have energy from anywhere else, but go into that. We can also say the fifth heart chamber is a connection that you bring in, or no, not bring in is wrong, that you distribute the energy through your body. Make this a meditation. And what is also very important is grounding right now, that you, even if you have just a little square meter of grass or something, go and stand there. And if you cannot stand there, also if it's your winter, hold a tree so that you can ground your energy, that this electrostatic energy can leave your body. This is now very crucial for the next time. I don't know how long this is going to happen, but it's probably going to be a while. Okay, so now I'm going to share the screen with you and show you the full moon. We have the moon in the 12th house for the world horoscope in Sagittarius. So you see that there is a massive breakthrough the boundaries. And here the sun is in Gemini. That means that if you are ready to, you will have very powerful communications with your soul, that a lot of which is veiled will become kind of not visible, because this is still in 12th house. It will not be visible yet, but you will feel it. So this is again a very, very important sign that we trust our heart and not our mind. Now, again, our mind is programmed. It's a program, really, like the computer. So we have to kind of move beyond that program. This tension line here, every full moon is a tension that shows us something that we cannot escape. And we see here, we have the blue line going to the node here, and we have another couple blue lines here going to Uranus and Venus. Now the node is also connected with the whole, with everybody, so you can see that there is a transformation for the world going on. It's like a gift for the world that is happening now, and it might be through physical symptoms. You know, the physical symptoms, they slow you down, especially those people who are in a hurry all the time. They first need to be forced to slow down a little bit so they can start to meditate or can start to contemplate and see something else. And from the moon here, we also have a beautiful trine, and the trine is always a gift. So this is a gift in a way from the time, from the quality of time we have now into Leo. And Leo is in the house 7, which is partnership. So that is asking us not to partner with other people. We have also here Mercury, which is important still in Cancer. Cancer is, again, Cancer is the soul, is the feeling. So we have to communicate with the feeling and integrate that into our personality so we become stronger. And you know, to become stronger also is that what with the significance of becoming stronger has something to do with taking back our true power, not listening to the program anymore, not listening to what other people think about us or what other people think we should do or how we should behave, but to take back that power in Leo, that power. You have built a personality. You have chosen a horoscope. The moment you took the first breath, that was the entering into the 3D realm, and that is the moment that your curriculum of life unfolds. This is the moment when the time quality shows step by step, where you're going. It's like the curriculum of a university or whatever you sign up for. That is the moment when it starts. And then you can see, like, you have chosen to have a faculty of law or medicine or art or whatever it is. And from that moment on that you start the university, the day one, it starts to unfold. The lectures start to unfold. Everything starts to unfold. You go to certain classes that you learn something like a building block on top of each other. And that's exactly the same in this life. Once you know your curriculum, you can move forward much, much more conscious and don't need all that brainwash anymore telling you how you should behave, what you should do. When I see how many people work for just a paycheck, but they're totally unhappy in their work, it's really a pity, because the horoscope also shows you very clearly why you're here and what you have to learn. So if you go against what you are called for or what you have signed up for, it will be struggle, of course. So in this horoscope, we can see a liberation, the communication with the unseen through the soul, mind open. And we have also see the rising sign is still in Sagittarius. So this will open doors and help you to go into that transformation, into that unseen realm, that you can become who you really are. And then we have here another, see, this is again a triangle, green, green, blue. And here at the bottom, at the IC, which is your root exactly, is Uranus. And Uranus, you might remember, those who listen more often, is the ruler of Aquarius, is the ruler of the transport company, we could say, between the higher self and your ego self. we need to use words for the discrimination, but it's the ego is part of the higher self, but it's not all that is. And here we have Venus, and this is both in Taurus. That means what is possible now is that we can materialize our divine being, our divine creativity in matter. And this is again the reason why I say that grounding is so important, because see, when we want to ground this spiritual energy, here Taurus is earth, is soil, and also Taurus is connected with food. So we have to eat the right food. I just was watching a little video with Matt, and he said again, like eggs. For example, eggs are very good for you, but not really cooked. You know, when animals out there, they go eat the meat that they have, the lions and all the other animals, they don't cook it first, they eat it as it is. And all the enzymes and everything is still whole in there. But the moment you know that all the enzymes and the goodies are kind of killed with the temperature over 42 degrees Celsius. So we have to be sure, for example, like if you would eat an egg, or, you know, you can blend it. I make milk kefir in the morning, and I put an egg into that when I blend it with together with the banana and a couple other things, some coconut oil that I drink. And this is actually very tasty. And this gives me like that boost that I need in the morning. And this really helps also, for example, if you use pearl powder, just go online and find it. It's relatively easy to find. You can buy it online. This is so much better calcium and other minerals than what you buy in a pharmacy, because there is no bulk. You have just the pure pearl powder, which is the pure thing that you really need for your health, for your bones, for your eyes, for your body in general. So this is now that when you expand your consciousness and you move into that receiving mode, like becoming that antenna, you are grounded. And you can see here when we have the MC is just a first degree. No, it's still at the end of Libra, sorry. It's just in the last degree of Libra that we have to. So we have to balance our life to go into that transformation. And we see when Scorpion is here and the ruler of Scorpio, the retrograde Pluto is showing that our first task, the first approach in the time right now, is all about transformation. Now, see, we have to burn away so much of old stuff. And in the transformation from 3D to 5D, our whole body is being changed. This is not just about the mind or having, and you know, nobody really is in 5D yet. You might reach that 5D level of consciousness when you're in meditation. There are moments you are there, but your body's not there. You're still under the cloak of this heavy energy, and it needs a kind of an extreme energy event to push us into the other dimension, to give us that higher energy frequency. And this is what so many talk about, that solar flash that is coming, that is not going to burn the world, that's not going to be an extinction event, but this is the upgrade of our human body back into the crystalline body that we have before, but this is very, very, very long time ago. So now we have to get prepared. Now, the main topic is communicate with your soul. There is the open door. Sagittarius is the gate, is the place where we can go beyond. The moon, in the symbol of Jupiter that we have here, you see the moon is standing on the cross. And generally, we are living actually in a world of Saturn, Satan, Satan, Saturn, all that connections here. And when we have Neptune here together with that also retrograde, we can find that topic, the limitation within us, the program within us to go through this transformation, to recreate our life, to start to consciously create instead of react, that we don't give any more much attention to what other people say, what other people do. We have also the yellow is also a Venus aspect about we talk. The input that we receive, when I say Mercury represents actually the persona, not the sun. So even if the sun is in Gemini in somebody's horoscope, you are not a Gemini. Your consciousness is there, and that is connected with the topic of your life, if the challenge what you have to go through. So now when we have here Mercury in Cancer, this confirms with the moon here in 12,000 Sagittarius, the breakthrough, the talking with the soul, but we need a certain kind of stillness. You cannot hear the noise of the world. So you need to take some time out. And again, this is a topic why many people have physical symptoms to slow down. And even some people have decided to leave the planet now because in the circumstances they are in the moment, the soul knows that this person can't make it. It's too much attached to brain program, too much attached to habits and maybe a job that they need to have a paycheck to pay their bills and so on. So now souls have made the decisions. And that's why it is very important that you don't even try to hold somebody back. They will go exactly the path because now the timeline has changed already. They have collapsed to one. And from that one, we are moving again in different directions. And this is that choice we have now in that moment, the choice to finally go to the last balancing part for that transformation. So whatever is happening in the outside world is not so important. That we just have to understand that we have chosen the place where we are. We have chosen the circumstances in our life. That is the best way that we can learn in the moment, that we can ascend, that we can wake up. And some people, they just need a really loud alarm to wake up. And this is why in some lives it is such a massive tragedy. I have also, I've been called to work again, It seems a little bit like my retirement is over. And the first bigger workshop I will have here is about flower healing power. I have written 2 books about that topic. The first book is about the Bach flower remedies. The second one is about Asian flower remedies that we made here ourselves. So this is a course, not online, physical, that you have a chance to learn also how to make your own flower essences. And this flower remedies, essences, whatever, the word is tricky again. Words are tricky anyway. So you have a chance to learn how to do that. We also do a method of kind of, the flowers are talking to you. So we learn about what they tell us. We learn about the signature of the flowers, the colors, the language of illness, what it needs for certain physical symptoms, what we can read in the symptoms to understand what kind of subtle energy somebody needs. And this is a very powerful retreat because it will definitely change your life. You will never see flowers in the same way. And you will not walk by them anymore in the same way because you will see the deva, the angel in the flowers, the energy in the flowers that is such a powerful healer. Unfortunately, we have a problem with the Bach flowers since some years. The original center was sold, and I have checked out the energies. I had still original flowers from the early 80s, and the energy from the newer sets is very low. So I think it's very much worse to learn how to make your own essences, to go through that transformation within yourself, because the whole workshop is already a transformation for yourself. And to get out of the mind, reconnect with the heart and the Hara center. As I said in many videos already, that this is actually our true energy, like that in the heart is that original divine spark that we live on. And then there is one loop up here, what people call the third eye, is connected with the glands, and then one down, just below the navel, which is actually very clear in Chinese martial art or Asian martial art. They work with those centers. And this is what we are doing, to learn to work with these centers to completely take back your power. And then you also don't need any more or not much help from the outside to reclaim your energy, to also help to heal your body. I have all the information on my blog page. I will put the link below. I hope that helps, and I look forward to see you again in the next reading. I will do some kind of a card reading again. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.